everyone, and welcome back as always. We're back again.
Hi.
Surprise! We're going to be watching Mulan. We know it's a Disney movie. I've seen it. Do you guys know anything about it? There's a new movie coming out.
Nothing.
So it's an animated movie.
Mm-hmm. I knew that.
And we do love Disney.
Yeah.
We do love Disney movies a lot. So, but yeah, like this has been highly requested, especially now that there's a new movie coming out. I will say that Eddie Murphy is in it.
Oh, yeah.
Eddie Murphy?
Yes, I know you like Eddie Murphy.
Okay.
Do you guys remember where we've seen or heard him before on the channel?
He was on Shrek. He was the donkey.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
Oh my God.
That was fun.
Yeah, he's an awesome guy, awesome voice actor too. He's just so
Just
great.
a great comedian.
Donkey. I love him as Donkey. I think he's so
That
funny.
was so good.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so another short intro. But thank you guys for being nice about that, though, because a lot of you guys like us actually reviewing stuff in the beginning and the end. That's why we started doing longer intros in the beginning. But yes, so we're going to be watching Mulan.
Okay.
Are you guys ready?
We're ready.
Ready. Uh-oh, someone is invading.
Okay, yeah. Well, be careful.
Wow, and there's only one guard.
Whoa.
The Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Now all of China knows you're here.
Please help Mulan impress the matchmaker today. Please help her.
Please. Desperate.
Don't worry, Father. I won't let you down.
Wish me luck.
Mulan,
Present.
speaking without permission.
Oh.
Who spit in her bean curd?
That's gonna
Oh,
yeah.
man. Oh my God.
Now, you must demonstrate a sense of dignity. You must hold
Oh my goodness. Look at it.
Oh,
She's gonna
the
drink
cricket.
that. Oh my God.
silent.
Is it gonna spill more?
Oh my God.
Oh, hot butt.
Oh, whoops.
Look at this little mustache.
You will never bring your family honor.
Look at you.
One man from every family must serve in the Imperial Army.
Please, sir. My father has already fought bravely.
Silence!
You dishonor me.
He has to, yeah.
Report tomorrow to the Wuzhong camp.
Oh, she's gonna do it.
It took a lot of guts.
Wow, sure did.
Mulan is
Grandma
gone.
knows.
Oh, we passed the beauty sleep.
Awaken the great stone dragon.
Oh.
Hello! Hello!
Oh my goodness. Oh no.
You just killed him. And even the horses look evil.
Yeah, they do.
Tell your emperor to send his strongest armies. How many men does it take to deliver a message?
Oh, are they gonna get rid of one?
Ooh, that was dark, yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Someone asked for America!
Oh, gee.
My eyes can see straight through your armor. Oh!
Oh.
All right, that's it. Dishonor. Dishonor on you. Dishonor on your cow.
Sorry.
Oh my God.
Like, what's wrong with this guy? Ew.
Ew.
Oh.
Is how men say hello.
Oh.
Oh.
You need a friend. Relax and chant
Look how ready he is.
Chicken boy, say that to my face, you limp noodle.
Oh my goodness.
Oh
my God.
Boy.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Oh,
Yeah, a lot of work to
yeah.
do.
Oh my God.
I didn't know Fashu had a son.
He doesn't talk about me much.
You will assemble swiftly and silently every morning.
Ooh, she's gonna say.
Anyone
Ooh.
wise?
Ooh.
Answer to me. Retrieve the arrow.
Whoops.
Oh. Oh.
Hey.
Oh, how mean.
Just because I look like a man doesn't mean I have to smell like one.
Oh no, they're all going in.
Things I know they're bound to notice.
Oh my gosh. What
Tidal wave.
I'm lame.
Whoops. Whoa.
Whoa.
Oh, wow.
Oh my
gosh.
God.
Whoa.
Move out.
It's a lot of pressure for such a small amount of people.
It is. He just became captain. Wow. Oh, Mushu.
You just gave away our position. Now we're...
Oh my God.
No.
Wow.
No.
My
Holy,
God.
there's no way.
All of them with just
Yeah,
that?
against them.
Wow.
All right, you might want to light that right about now. Quickly, quickly.
Come on, use your breath. Mushu, just
Oh, no.
blow it out. Blow it. There you go.
Good. Oh, good. Avalanche.
Ooh. Oh, go the other way.
Run
Other
that
way.
way.
That's great.
Oh no! Oh gosh!
Now we'll pull them to safe.
Oh no! Sure won't.
No way we survived this.
I let them slip through my fingers.
He's wounded. Get help.
Take off your shirt. No. Uh-oh. He just found out. Uh-oh.
Whoop! Whoa!
Da-da.
Oh,
Don't
come
you
on.
do that.
My name is Mulan.
She was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
That's
She
right.
saved them all.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, he is alive.
It was
Believe
loud.
that. Wow, they're just coming out of the woodwork.
Let's go kick some honey buns.
Oh my god.
I present to you the sword of Shan Yu.
Oh my gosh. Well,
Told ya. Oh, they're right in there?
you warned them.
I've got an idea.
Might as well go for it. Yeah, man.
Does this dress make me look fat?
Whoops, Apple. Oh,
Oh,
That's what I call Mongolian barbecue.
that's funny. So
what happened
funny.
to your focus?
A strong sword.
Holy cow.
Yeah, yeah. Oh.
I need firepower.
It's Batman.
Your worst nightmare.
Whoa.
Oh my gosh.
Not quite.
Nice.
I am ready, baby.
Oh boy.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Uh-oh.
Fireworks.
There we go.
So pretty.
Gorgeous.
Wow.
Stand aside! That creature's not worth coat.
Like
You know what?
creature.
You need to be fired.
She's a woman. She'll never
A
be
shiro?
worth anything.
Listen,
No.
Pompous.
You have saved us all.
That's wonderful.
Take this.
Wow.
So your family will know what you have done for me.
Wow.
Here's what I
Oh,
That's
Oh.
cute.
You fight good.
You don't meet a girl like that every dynasty.
If you know what I mean.
Take his wisdom. Aww.
She should have brought home a man.
Excuse me.
She did. There he is.
Would you like to stay for dinner?
Would you like to stay forever?
Great.
This guy. Beach
That's
ball.
using your head.
Oh, that's the mission. Oh, okay. Good show.
So what do you guys think? I'm very curious.
I love the
That
story.
was really good. Oh my goodness, that was good.
Yeah,
Very good.
I think it's
What
so
a
much fun.
heroine.
Yeah,
She
that
was
was very
just
good.
so wonderful.
So brave to join the army
Oh
when
my gosh,
their culture's
yes.
so different. This was so long ago, and women were less. Like, they didn't have much power in anything.
Right.
They
You
only
just
had
have
a
to-
role to bear sons, get married,
right.
and you have to present yourself right. And men do too in their own way. You know, have to
Yeah.
present themselves properly. But women really don't have
They
a
had a
huge role.
completely
besides
different
bearing
role.
sons.
Yeah, you
Totally
don't do.
different.
So to actually
Women do.
break the law and pretend you're a guy and go into the army,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that's instant death. So
Right,
even after
right.
she got like all their trust and she was actually really good fighting and she saved all of them. I mean, I'm happy that her life was spared, but still,
Right,
like
it was
they
only
were
because
going to.
she saved Cheng's life, you know.
That's right.
Mhm.
My gosh.
Yeah, and he said a life for a life, you know?
Mhm.
So it's good that she saved him
Yeah.
beforehand, but you can tell he really cared for his squad and everything. So,
definitely.
but still, like, honor is honor, and you have to follow the law.
Oh, definitely.
So yeah, I thought this was a very powerful movie, you know. And I know there is a actual live action movie coming out. I don't know really anything about it. I saw like one short trailer, but I didn't see much of it because I walked into the room when it was playing on TV. But I'm curious if they're going to keep a lot of things the same in this or not.
Okay,
if you know what
it's
I
going to
mean.
be a remake of this, or
Yes, sorry, yes, I believe it's
Okay.
going to be a remake of the original
okay.
Mulan. That's my understanding.
Is it kind of like the Lion King that we saw?
I'm assuming, I don't even honestly know much about it.
Okay.
I don't know if it's the same creators who did it. And I think it's pretty cool, like, bringing the classics back. But at the same time, the classics were great as classics. So when you try to change it, a lot of people aren't usually happy. I get it. Because, like, the Lion King, different review, I know. But,
Right.
like, I loved the original Lion King. And I
Yes,
did love
yeah.
the more realistic one that just came out. But the story wasn't as great. You couldn't
Yeah.
get the emotion there and stuff. So I get a little worried about it because with Mulan, I love Mushu. I thought he was
Oh my
amazing,
God,
and
he's
it had
oh
a
my gosh.
yeah, and it had a more serious tone. It seemed like with the trailer. So eventually we'll watch that, I'm sure,
Yeah, probably.
and then we can compare. But you like the characters, you like
Oh,
the story.
yeah.
I loved
Yes,
Mulan, and I
yes,
love
she's
Grandma.
Oh, I
Grandma,
love it. Did
she's
you
a
stay
firecracker,
forever?
Yeah.
Sign me up for the next war. I love that at the end. You know, and I think
Oh my
that's
God.
sweet because I know it's a little weird with the general, but like I thought it was sweet how he was attracted to her. Like I always love the romance in Disney.
Yeah.
I know it can't always be about that, but I do enjoy it a lot, and it is a little strange, like because he's the general, and I'm thinking like teacher and student that you know you try to, but you know at
Did
the
he
time when I
become-
first saw it, I didn't really
Yeah.
think that much about it.
Now, did he become the general after his dad died?
I'm
There was a captain.
guessing.
Yeah, he must have.
How sad is that? Like how his dad, of course, died. And
Yeah.
he saw it, and he's leading this squadron in, and he has to be very professional
Yeah,
with it.
right
He
then.
can't really show that much emotion. He has to move
Right.
forward. So that was really sad.
And the other soldiers, they were quite funny. The sidekicks.
Oh, I
Yeah.
love the
They were
friends. I
Oh
know.
my God, they were.
How great was their relationship movie, like right from the beginning when they were like fighting with Ping?
Oh my
He
God.
slap his butt and like
Oh
that.
my God.
You know, just like kind of messing with Mulan. Like I like Mushu a lot. Of course, Eddie Murphy, we love him. And I kept
Yeah,
hearing
he's
Donkey,
really
you
good.
know.
Donkey.
Yeah.
Same kind of personality.
And he reminded me of Genie. He just
Yes,
reminded that.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Robin
Oh
Williams.
my
Yeah,
God,
because
yeah.
they had
Just
kind
like
of a similar
quick-
personality, the characters
That's right,
did.
yeah.
He's like, I live. And I just automatically thought of Genie coming out of the lamp.
Oh my gosh.
So that's a great
That's
movie
good.
too. And there's actually a live action movie of Aladdin as well.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, with Will Smith, right?
Yes.
Oh,
yeah.
I did.
So we gotta watch that.
I didn't see the trailer, but I did see
God.
that he was in that.
We did actually watch a trailer.
Did we? Yes, we did.
I think we did. I know we do a lot of stuff.
do a
So I was
lot.
like, what did we
I
watch?
know
But
that's probably why I know it.
Mhm. But yeah, so we have to watch that at one point because I think that'll be really awesome because I love Will Smith.
Yes.
And a lot of familiar voices in this, so I definitely want to check out the credits. The credits right now are just minimized. We're watching on Disney Plus, so. But yeah, I like Cheng. I thought he was a really cool character and he was very brave. And
Yes.
that guy, that advisor guy, like that constantly was like writing down
Annoying
stuff, just
guy,
mocking
yeah.
him. Yeah.
Right.
But he was funny too because like him trying to be with the guys and he was such a
Right.
wuss and he's getting teased in the water. You
And
know,
he's saying, "Oh, my woman's at
home."
home, and I'm my woman."
His mother. I love the music. I absolutely love the music in this one. And Be a Man, I think it's called.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
I
yeah.
love that song the whole time. I'm not trying to sing along. And I went to a convention called Otakon. I used to go there all the time. It used to be in Baltimore. Now it's in Washington. So I haven't been to the one in Washington yet. But the last year I went, they had a huge group. It's always a theme every year where they find some song. And I mean, they as just the fans of the convention, whatever you're a fan of, you know, but like anime, they're all dressed up as like anime characters. And they were blaring Be a Man. And they'd walk around the convention doing all kinds of crazy stunts and stuff and just showing up. And it was the funniest thing. And I'm like, oh my God. Like, but it's a catchy song.
Yeah.
Especially when you have to wait in line for a while. So we call it
Yeah,
Line
yes,
Con
yeah.
sometimes.
Yeah.
But again, that was a while ago, so it's
God.
different. But it was funny because they kept playing that song, and it's so good.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
You know, because she knows nothing going in, but she isn't equal. She worked just as hard.
She
and she
did,
found
if not
other
more.
ways. Yeah, if not more.
Definitely, yeah.
And she found other ways to match up with the guys.
Yeah, she
That's
did.
right.
Especially climbing that pole
Oh my
and putting the
gosh,
weights together to climb. Like she used her smarts, not
That's
strength,
right.
to get
And
up
same
there.
with
Yeah.
making the avalanche. You know, creating the avalanche
right.
to get out that massive army. Well, for the most part.
Yeah, because there was no way they were going to survive
no
that.
way, yeah,
I thought that was a
crazy.
really cool scene too, because every time you see a battle and they all
They're
come over the
doomed.
horizon like that, or just
Oh
over the
my
mountaintop,
gosh,
it's
yeah.
like holy crap.
Yeah,
And
right.
I don't remember, because when I was a kid, like I just remember this all being, of course, hand drawn, but I saw some computer generated stuff too. I don't know if you noticed any of that, but like with all the horses and the people coming down the mountain, like I noticed that was kind of computer
Yeah, that
generated.
must have been.
But it was a
That
good
was-
mix, you know? But that was a great scene. How smart is Mulan
That's
to do
good.
that? She saved
Wow.
them all, you know? It's so brave.
It's fantastic.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
wonder if this is based on a true story or not.
I don't know. I like the bug too.
Oh, I know, the lucky
cricket.
bug, the
The
cricket.
lucky bug, the cricket.
Yes.
We always love the fun, cute characters, you know. Mushu
Yeah,
needed his
yeah.
own little sidekick, and I
That's
love
right.
the little lucky bug, yeah.
I
So
love
he
when
was, like,
when
used
she
by
was like
me.
banished from the rest of the soldiers. He only had this little tiny fire, just
Oh,
enough
yeah,
for
I was
him.
gonna say-
I know, you
Oh,
noticed
yeah,
that. I
that
never
tiny
noticed that, like, well, the first time I saw it, and then this time I
Look at
didn't
the
really
fire.
connect until you said that. I was like, oh yeah, that's right, it's really tiny. And I'm glad
Oh my
Mushu
God.
came clean right away. Like, he was jealous, and he really just wanted stuff for himself.
Yeah.
Not jealous, but he was selfish.
Yeah.
And he just wanted stuff for himself, and then he actually confessed to Mulan, like, oh, well, we're both fake. So I'm glad he actually told her, and it didn't become a big thing of her getting angry, being like, what the heck? You know, they just kind of rolled with it and moved on with the story. But, yeah, so I thought it was good. Like, it wasn't about the romance, it was about her finding out who
That's
she is and actually defying all these laws to get there. So I think it's a good, powerful movie for women to actually
Absolutely.
Sure, definitely.
And
show
young
that
women.
we can be equals too.
That's
Right.
right.
And the men were great too, and they actually really respect her because they bonded with her and they're friends with her and they learned a lot with her. I thought it was cool to have
Yeah,
that
and you
kind
know
of
what?
trust.
She even was wounded in battle.
Oh yes.
I mean, on top of it all, she was wounded.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how they found out.
That's right.
Mhm.
So, I mean, that's pretty admirable what she did.
Right,
Yep.
Yeah.
And I love also when they're fighting at the end at the palace and she's also doing crazy moves, you know, and knocking these huge guys down. Just the
like
same
that,
as all the
yeah.
other guys. So I think that was pretty cool
Exactly.
too because they all
With
had
a dress
training.
on, a long dress.
Yeah, and I love how they didn't mind being cross-dressers. It's funny because this
Oh,
came
yeah.
out
That
so
was
many
cute,
years
yeah.
ago,
Yeah.
and they make jokes like that, and everything is a lot more sensitive now. But we know people, and we have people that are family that have all kinds of things going on. You know,
That's right, yeah.
it's just a very different world now, and it's just funny hearing that now. Like, you know, your ancestor had to be a cross-dresser. So, but they had no problem going with Mulan and dressing up as concubines. I thought that was great.
really good.
Oh, ugly concubines. These all kinds of weird fruit. I wanted to see what that banana looked like. You know, they had bananas or a boob.
Do you think I look too fat?
Oh, he's great. I know. His voice is perfect. I love it. But yeah, like I do like the animation a lot. Beautifully done.
Yeah.
It's very stylized, as you probably could tell.
Yes.
And I laugh a little bit just because we don't really see a whole lot of stylized stuff yet.
Yeah.
There are a lot of stylized cartoons out there, and I really enjoyed it. The bad guys were really well done, but I was cracking up in my mind on how hardcore they were. They looked so evil.
Yes,
They did the
I heard
huge,
it.
massive, broad arm, broad-chested.
Yeah.
Just huge, and then
Yeah, and then Sean Hugh had like those evil black eyes with the yellow
yellow,
pupils.
yes.
And then the evil bird, like they
Bird,
all
yes.
look
Falcon,
so
and then all of a
like,
sudden he just,
Yeah.
as soon as he burned his feathers off, he turned into like a
goofy chicken.
with a big
Iago or something, like
Yeah.
a bird or something.
bird
Just like
Iago,
you said, just running around with them. That was funny. But yeah, they did a great job with the bad guys, and they all look so evil with the sharp eyes
Yes,
and
they
dark
always do
eyes,
that,
and
yeah.
just with the growly teeth.
Reminds
You
me
know?
of Scar.
Yeah, I love Scar's design a lot too. But yeah, they always make, or at least back then, they used to make all their characters look very evil. If they were evil, and if you were good, you were good, and then goofy characters look goofy, But I love that about Disney. It is fun that way.
Yes, that was great.
Yeah, and I thought this was so serious too, because I remember when I was a kid watching this, when those two guys, those scouts, were running away, and they were like, well, how many people do you need to send a message? And he goes, one, and you don't even see the death, it just goes black. Like, I thought that was really powerful, and you're like, holy crap, like, this is serious. And again, they're at war, it's a cartoon, but they have the mix where you totally get how heavy this is.
You definitely knew what happened, and it wasn't good.
And again, I like how Mulan did this for herself, to find herself and show that she is worth something, even if it's not what tradition wants. But at the same time, even though she said maybe it wasn't for that, it was because she was protecting her father too, which I think is a very good thing. Because her father was very admirable, and he was in war before, and he injured himself, and he was great, and people know him. Like, everyone's like, oh God.
Oh, yes.
I didn't know he had a son. Yeah.
Yeah, so he was very big, and for him to have no choice but to go back in war, and he is very honorable, where he's just like, know your place. I know my place. You have to know your place. And he was going to go, and he would have died no matter what. So I like how Mulan really just...
She stepped up to the plate.
She stepped up.
She really... And the Emperor noticed that, and that was wonderful, how the Emperor...
I love how he was charming. He was very wise.
Wonderful what he did, for her, and honored her.
He was so wise, and then I love how he could just talk and be like, you don't find a girl like that every dynasty. That was great. But he was very humble, too. He was there for the people. I love how he said that, too. We have to protect our people. They didn't make him into this big, powerful,
He didn't want to just
man.
guard his area, his castle. He wanted to go, protect the people. Exactly.
Oh, that was very caring. And how perfect is that at the end to finish it off, so everyone could see Mulan, like, save the day.
Oh, yeah. Slide down.
These awesome heroes, these soldiers that were already being celebrated, so all of it was right there for them to be like, holy crap. So it was kind of fun to be in that audience and be like, oh my God, And then Mushu got his honor back, so now he is also with the ancestors, and he has his pedestal.
He's a guardian,
again.
right?
Yeah, he's a guardian now.
All right, you can be a guardian.
So I think it's funny. I'm so happy for Mushu, but he killed that other stone dragon, so it's like, it's okay, off the shoulders, you're fine. But it was a funny scene too.
Yeah.
And if it didn't happen, he wouldn't have gone on this adventure. So
that's right.
Did you guys expect any of this? Because you guys haven't really seen anything of it. I don't think anything. So you wouldn't have known.
I really liked her character. I mean, she from the beginning, she was going through the motions. They're going to go see the matchmaker, and trying to be poised, and she was a little clumsy.
Oh yeah.
But you could just tell her heart wasn't in it. That wasn't her thing. Like, all the other girls were ready, and they were all ready, and they were probably all pristine and their answers, but she was quite hilarious in that interview.
Yeah, she was so great. I know that
with the mustache,
their dignity. Yeah, I thought that was great too. But it shows you, like, cultures are very different, and
not everyone is ready
to be
not
like
everyone
that.
Is like
I would fail at that. I mean,
to just
depends
go
on how you're
get
brought up
married.
too. Yeah, but although you did great with bringing us up, but I'm like, I don't know if I could ever be like that. But that's a very different type of life, also. Yeah, that's the culture. Yeah. And very disciplined, and that's your place, so you don't want to... It just sucks to be out of control of your life, completely out of control.
Right, and that just goes
also to please other people.
Exactly, and not everyone is made to just, when I'm turned this age, I have to get married and I have to.
Yeah,
know,
and
right,
that's
yeah.
what you
But
have to
you
do.
had
Like, you
to
have
do
no
there,
choice,
and-
and it's crazy. And guys had their own place,
Right.
you know.
had
So I'm
to
like,
do
that's
that.
tough.
Yeah.
That's really
Yeah.
tough. So,
Definitely
so
is.
I'm curious if you're going to keep stuff like that in the new movie that's coming out. And please no spoilers. We would love to see the trailer, and then maybe we can
That'd be
like
good.
you
Yeah.
know, debate it or compare it and see what we think.
Mhm.
And then we'll probably see that when it comes out on digital or disc, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, so very good. So I'm really happy we watched this. Also,
too.
if you're watching on our YouTube channel, again, we can't include the songs because this video will be blocked. We have no choice with that. We do follow fair use laws, but music is just entirely different. But we do have our full reactions on our Patreon. You have to provide your own content to follow along with us. All the other reactors do that too, for the most part. The ones that don't want to get sued, because you will get sued. You're breaking the law if you keep the content in there. So I do add visual aids to keep it easy for all of us to stay in sync. And all of you who are our patrons are wonderful, and they always tell me, you know, like they love what we're doing and that the elements we provide in our videos really helps them stay in sync with us. So you can see our full reactions on Patreon, and a fair use version most likely will not have any parts of the songs, although I love Be a Man. I love that song so much. It's so good. Yeah, a lot of the songs are beautifully done though. And you actually recognize Reflection, I think.
I didn't.
And that's
I
a
did
popular
recognize
one.
that.
That's a powerful one when she cuts her hair and she has a sword.
Oh, yeah.
I love that
That was a
scene.
great song.
Very powerful.
Yeah.
So I think we'll end it there. So thumbs up, right?
Thumbs up.
Oh yeah, I loved her
definitely.
character.
Thumbs up.
Absolutely.
I love how the
Very good.
yeah, I love how he went to see her at the end. How Cheng went to go see her at the end, and that was sweet. Good tie-in. And
good.
one last thing too, I love how the father was so happy to see Mulan, and she went right over and just bowed to him and just showed her prizes, her gifts.
He wanted to see her.
And he just
just
didn't
put him
care.
down.
Like I know
Yeah,
he
yeah.
did for her, but he wanted to see her,
That's
and
right.
that was so emotional.
Oh,
I actually got
that's
really
good.
teary-eyed again
Yeah,
at that
that
point.
was
That was
beautiful.
beautifully done. And then Shane going to see her. Oh, Mulan lives here. I thought that was sweet.
So cute.
I like that. So thank you
That's very
so much
good,
for
yes.
watching, and we'll see you
Yes.
very soon as always.
Bye,
Bye, guys.
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up.